Mic check, and we're back. So last time we were on the beautiful beaches of Saba in the Caribbean, and today we find ourselves in Cincinnati, Ohio. We ended up taking a road trip down here, and I brought the camera with me, so here's some of the footage. Day one. First we got dropped off in Bellevue, Washington to pick up our rental car. We chose an SUV because we knew we wanted to sleep in it and save ourselves a few bucks on hotels. The first day was great. I was full of excitement and curious to know what the open road was going to be like. I've never really driven through the States, so I had no real expectations. It didn't feel like we were too far away from home because the landscape was pretty similar to what we have back home, but it was hard to miss out on all the American flags and soon-to-be Jesus signs along the highway. We ended the day with a beautiful sunset. The colors were absolutely gorgeous, and we found a little pit stop outside of Missoula in Montana to sleep in. As soon as we pulled into the pit stop, we knew we wanted to get into our sleeping bags as quickly as possible because it was pretty late. The car was still warm, and we ended up passing out pretty quickly. I woke up around 3 or 4 in the morning, and I was shivering, just so cold. And I looked at my phone, and it was negative 17 degrees that night. Something that was unexpected, and definitely something that I wasn't prepared for. I went to the washroom to clean up a bit and brush my teeth, and by the time I got back to the car, my beard was absolutely frozen, icicles everywhere, and we knew that we had an early morning to day 2 after that. Day 2. So after an early morning wake up, we drove to a little town to get some coffee and tea and made our way to another pit stop for some breakfast. Montana looked incredible from the moment the sun came up. It's a beautiful place, and I really have nothing bad to say about the landscape. I definitely started to understand all the paintings I used to see as a little kid of all the cowboys on their horses just roaming on the hills. It's a fantastic place. After the breakfast, we hit the road again, and although it was beautiful, I definitely got the sense that we were beginning to enter the middle part of the country. The weather was getting a little bit harsher, and you could definitely feel a change in the atmosphere. After a quick stop to eat some of the worst noodles we've ever had, we continued onto the highway where we were hit by a good amount of snow and wind. We ended the night with some pizza, and we definitely learned our lesson this time and bundled up for another cold night at a pit stop. For day 3, we were in South Dakota. We had some dino oatmeal at one of the pit stops to fuel us up for the morning. To be honest, there really wasn't much going on day 3. It was pretty much just a straight highway with just snow on it, and there wasn't too much thinking involved for the whole day. Every so often you would see a pretty intense accident on the side of the highway with nobody around, and all you would see was a truck or a car left. There were some cool attractions for sure, like an old western town, but the highlight was definitely this tiny church that we found behind one of the pit stops. It was really small. It was basically just one room with a few benches in it, but the logbook was really cool to see all the different people who were there, when they visited, why they came, and yeah, it was just a really cool little adventure. Well, after sleeping in the back of the 4Runner for a few nights now, my back started to hurt, and I thought it'd be a good idea to get us a hotel in town in Des Moines. And as we were pulling up, everything was all right, but my first red flag was that we were on the bottom floor or the first floor of the hotel, and that's just a personal preference thing. I don't enjoy to be on the main floor of a hotel. But the second red flag was in the middle of the night, maybe 2 or 3 again in the morning, we were woken up by these super loud bangs continuously for a few minutes, and it ended up being the Des Moines Police Department. They were trying to break down our neighbor's door, and they weren't budging. They just kept trying to break it down for a few minutes, and we obviously couldn't fall back asleep. So my partner and I just looked at ourselves, thought, it'd be best if we packed up and got an early morning start again. And as we were leaving the hotel, the police were still there, so clearly there was something going on. But Yeah, if we were to do the trip again to go through Des Moines, I would say, you know what, we'll probably do a little detour. Day 4, after another early morning ride, we went to one of our nicest pit stops that we've been to on the whole trip. It was super big, it was really clean, and had some free Wi-Fi. We had our breakfast of champions, a little bit of dino oatmeal and hummus combo. As it was our last day on the road, we were pretty tired and just wanted to leg it all the way down to Cincinnati. I didn't get much footage on the way down, apart from us crossing the bridge and the big Ohio sign, but again, day 4 was super memorable. Just want to say a big thank you for watching this video. It was a lot of fun to make and to do a little recap on our road trip down here. I will be using this platform to teach myself how to make videos, basically become a better storyteller and a better filmmaker. If that is something you're interested in, please follow along or just say hi whenever you like. And yeah, that's about it. So I will see you on the next one. Ciao.